Hi there, welcome my dear students. In this lecture, I'm gonna teach you how you can create beautiful card hover effect like this. Here, can you see we have 01 design and we have a pencil icon here, and here we have 02 code icon and the code, whatever the text you want to write, whatever the icon you want to put here, it's up to you. And the heading on the top heading on the card, whatever you want, you can increase the size of the card. It's up to you. I'm gonna give you a boilerplate, and later on, whatever you want to do with this, you can do that. And after that, we have 03. This is the rocket science and launch. Let's start. So here I have created a folder for you, 05 card hover effect. This is my fifth project of CSS, HTML and CSS. And what I'm gonna do, I will click here open with code. So this is gonna open up the folder in the VS Code. Right now our folder is empty, and from here what you can do, you can click on this one and you can create a file. So I'm gonna say that index.html. I will hit enter, and what I'm gonna do, I will do shift and exclamation mark, and I will hit enter. So this is our HTML boilerplate. And what we can do, instead of document, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type here card hover effect, and I will save this. And after that, what I'm gonna do, I will click on go live, and so I want to load this in the browser. So here our project is live. So right now I have not linked any CSS or anything. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here under title. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna link our style sheet here. So link, and I will say app.css. Right now you can't see any app.css here. So what you can do, you can click here and you can create the app.css, or what you can do, you can press alt, you can hold alt and click. So this is also depend on your settings of VS Code. Sometimes it's control click, and on my end I have done my VS Code settings. So if I do alt and click, this is going to create a file for me. I will say create file. So here, this is the CSS file that I'm gonna use, where I'm gonna write the CSS for our project. I have split up here. I'm gonna close from here. And there is one more thing that we need. So I have shown you the icons there. So for that purpose, I'm gonna use the font awesome. So it's up to you. You can use the Google fonts, Google icons. You can use the material icons, and there are a lot more libraries of the icons you can use. So I'm gonna use the font awesome kit for our icons. So what you can do here, you can see like it's your kits. So what you can do, you can click on your kits. So here I'm already logged in. Can you see hi Abraham Lincoln? So this is my nickname that I'm using here. So I'm already signed in. If you're not signed in, sign into your account, and after that you can click on your kits and you will be here on the page. And I have already created a kit. So they're saying you want to name this kit. I'm gonna say leave this, and later on I will see that. So here, can you see they are saying easy installation. So I can download this kit or integrate that, but always whenever I'm working, I'm connected with the internet. So what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna copy this, or I can click this little icon to copy this embedded code, and from here I will go back onto my VS Code, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paste the icons, font awesome icons here. So cross region anonymous, I'm gonna remove this, and I'm gonna put the defer in my all of videos. Whenever I'm putting the JS related or any script, I'm putting defer here. So sometime when it's if we talk about the icons, so sometime we need the icons with the page loading. So sometimes we don't want the icons to load at the end. There are multiple reasons. So like sometime when you are loading a section that needs the icon. So for example, your HTML is loading but your icons are coming late, so that's mess up. So I'm not gonna use the defer this time because with the font awesome. So we can use that, or it's up to you, you want to use or no, depend on the requirement. So I will save that. I will come back here and my server is loaded. So always to the beginners or the ones who are learning CSS and you are continuing with your career. So what you can do, control U or right click and click on view page source. Make sure your CSS is connected. Right now it's on this page. For example, if my CSS is not connected, for example, if I write down a wrong name here, can you see it's saying cannot get the app.css? So my CSS is linked, my style sheet is linked, the font icons. So now what I'm gonna do, I will come back here and now I'm gonna start working on the design of our HTML. Like I'm gonna write the markup first. So what I'm gonna do, I'll write here section and I'm gonna give a class name here. I'm gonna say main hyphen card and I will hit enter. And after that, what I'm gonna do, I will give a class name here dot container, and inside container what I need a card hyphen box, and this is going to be our first card, and I will tab. Later on I will duplicate this. Let's make the one card on the start. Okay, there is one more thing before starting the CSS. We are missing the Google fonts. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna type here Google fonts. So I need to link the Google fonts. Let me open up that, and from here let me check if I have something here. So here I have two fonts, I think. I have Poppins. Yeah, I have Poppin here. So what I can do, let me click on import. I'm gonna copy this import from here and I will paste that here. So here can you see we have Poppins link and all of the font sizes, and I can use this now in my code. So font family is Poppins sans serif. So I will come up here and let me write the comma semicolon. So asterisk, and I'm gonna say margin. By default on my web I want margin to be 0 and padding to be 0, p0, and tab, and here you go. And after that I need the box sizing and I will say border box. And later on I need one more thing, this font family. I will copy from here and I will paste that here. So let me come up here. Okay, so now the next thing is we have the main card. So what I can do, or I can directly call the body, or I can just do main card dot main card. And what I can do, I can say display flex, and after that justify content, that is going to be center, and align items, that is going to be center because we want our cards to be center. And after that there is one more thing, I need minimum height to 100 vh view height. So and after that there is one more thing I need, that is our background. So background code I have that is 020D00. Let me save that and I will come back here. Let me reload the page. There you go. Can you see we have the black background? Let me inspect this page and let me show you the main card. Can you see we have display flex and justify content center and line item center. Can you see whatever the item is going to come, that is going to be the middle of the page. Let me make this a little down. Can you see it's going to be center because we have the minimum height right now. Can you see align items? I can't see that the blue line, the what you can say, the guidelines. I can't see that now, but if I have the 100% height, because by default height of page is 0, because there is nothing, but I said minimum height needs to be 100, so that's why I can see this background as well. Now let's come back here. So I'm giving each and everything in the detail because sometimes we have like students, candidates here, like they are totally at the beginner level and they don't know this stuff. And some of you guys are like more, you guys are not beginner, you know your stuff, and you guys probably thinking, oh, I'm making my video long. No, it's not like that. It's for like some students don't know the basics as well. So that's why I'm explaining that. So kindly please bear with me. And now the next thing is I'm gonna say next is our container, and I will say curly brackets, and I'm gonna say position is going to be relative, position relative, and after that I'm gonna say width is going to be 100% tab, and after that and again display flex, and I need to do again justify content center, align item center. I'm gonna copy that, I'm gonna paste that here, and I need one more thing, that is like display flex, justify content. I need one more thing, that is going to be flex wrap, that is going to be wrap, and gap, and I need gap of like 150 px. I will show you what we are gonna do. So we will have gap between like different card box. So this is done, and let's start working inside this. So we will have some visual here. Let me hit enter, and inside the card box, what I'm gonna do, I need an icon. So what is the icon that we need? Let me come up here. I will click on icon, and here I'm gonna type pencil. Oh, let me hit enter. I thought it's gonna search automatically. Here, can you see I'm gonna use the free icon. So we have multiple icons. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. So I'm gonna use the pencil one. I'll click here. I'm gonna copy the pencil icon. I'm gonna paste that here. Let me come back here and let me, oh, okay, I have to work here. So now I'm gonna use a h2 tag here. So inside that, I'm gonna say 01, and after that, I'm gonna use a br tag, and I'm gonna type here, I'm gonna use another tag that is called small, and I'm gonna say design. That is going to be our first text, and inside that, what I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use another class that is going to be card box and hyphen clip. This is gonna be our path clipping, so we can create that rectangular shape, that polygon shape. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put up here three spans. I'm gonna duplicate this, control, oops, 1 second. I'm gonna copy this from here. I'm gonna paste that here, here, and here's paste. We have three icons. Let's go back onto the code. Let me refresh. Here, can you see we have 01 design. Why it's coming into the center? Because we have used here justify content center, align item center. Can you see? And but still it's in the center because on the container we are using the same thing, so that's why it's in the center. So let's come back here. So from here now we need to work on the card box that is inside the container. So I'm gonna say dot card box, and inside that I'm gonna say position relative, and inside that we need again same thing, display flags, justify content, and align item center. I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna paste right here, and or let me save that and let me directly do that here in the browser. So I'm gonna come up here in the box. Let me make this a little bigger. And under here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say width. We need the width of 240 pixels. And after that, we need height. That is going to be 320 pixels. And after that, we need a background color. So background, after that, I'm gonna say var, and for now I'm gonna say hyphen color. I will show you like what I'm gonna do with this one. Right now we don't have any variable, that's why it's saying it's not picking any color. So after that we need one more thing, that is going to be box shadow. So I'm gonna copy this one from here. Let me go back into the VS Code and I'm gonna paste that here. Let me save that. Now there is one more thing that I'm gonna do. One is like I can call the card box and I have to add one more class, or there are multiple things to do. One thing that I'm gonna do right now, but for that purpose, instead of targeting through class, I'm gonna type here style, and I'm gonna type here a variable. So I'm gonna say color, and for the color, it's going to be I'm gonna say color is going to be hash, and after that I'm gonna say E9 1E63. Let me save that and let's go back onto the browser. Can you see we have this color here? Can you see it's picking the color from here? So the next thing that we need is that is going to be box hyphen shadow. I'm sorry, box hyphen shadow, and that is going to be 0 0 and again 0, and after that 15 pixels. Can you see we have the box shadow now? So after that I'm going to put space, and after that I'm going to give a color that is going to be 0009 comma, and after that 0 25 pixels, again 55 pixels, and after that var, the box shadow color, that is going to be hyphen color. Can you see we have this beautiful shadow here? So you can if you want to change, you can change this. It's up to you totally. So this is the box shadow property that I'm gonna use. I will come up here and I'm gonna paste the box shadow CSS here. Let me save that. Let's go back onto the browser. Can you see we have this this one here. So now what we have to do, we need to work with inside the card box. We have worked with the card box. Inside that we have the icon, and inside the and there icon, and we have the h2. And after that we need the polygon icon that and after that we are gonna create the hover effect on that. So what I'm gonna do, I will come back here, and what I can do, um, let me directly work on the h2 here. Here, what I can do, I'm gonna type here position, that is going to be relative, and after that I'm gonna type a color, and that is going to be 020D00, and after that I need the font size, and for font size is going to be 4 EM. Can you see we have the big size here, but now here from here I missed the hash. Let me do that. Can you see we have the font color? So if you want to change the font color, it's up to you. And after that I want this text align to be center, and after that I need the line height, that is going to be, I'm gonna say that is going to be 2.5 EM. And so because in the middle we can place our icon. So after that I need one thing, transform, and that is going to be, I'm gonna use a scale. By default it's saying 0 1. No, I don't want like that. I want to do this to be like this needs to be 0, and right now I can't see that because I have done that to 0. So this is gonna come up when we are gonna do the hover on here. And after that I need the transition. Oops, I'm sorry. Transition, and I'm gonna say transition is going to be 0.5s transition speed, and we need one more thing, that is going to be transition delay, like how much delay we want, because we are gonna have multiple cards. So we are gonna say that yeah, for the delay, like when we are gonna say how much delay we need, we are gonna say 0 second. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy all of this from here, and I will come back here, and let me duplicate this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do card box. Let me copy that. And after that, I'm gonna say inside the card box, we have H2. Just pick up this, and 1 second. Let me minimize this. From here, I'm gonna copy this. I will come back in the code, and I'm gonna save that. And I have lined the code, and let me go back onto the browser. There you go. It's fixed, and let me go back into the code, and I need to do a few more things. Right now I have done the work with the h2, but I need to do some work on the h2 hover, like if I do h2 hover. So right now we don't need position, we don't need all of these things. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type here 1. I want this scale to be 1. And transition, we don't need transition. I'm gonna remove that. I need the transition delay, so that is going to be 0.5 seconds. And after that I need one more thing, that is going to be a filter, and that is going to be, I'm gonna say blur, that is going to be 0px for now, or I can just say 0. And let's go back onto the browser. Let me save this. And I don't know why. Oh, I have done one thing. I want this to be on, not onto the H2. I want this to be appear when we are gonna hover on this card box. Once again, we have done that. What I'm missing? Okay, we have missed one thing. We want this onto the card box, like when someone is gonna hover on the card box, because we have color here on the card box. So we want to work with the, not on the H2, we want this to be work on card box hover, and we want the H2 to be scaled. So let me save that, and let's go back here, and let me reload the page. Here, can you see? This is what transition is doing. So it's in the center now. So what we have to do, we have to come back here, and there is small inside that, so we need to write some CSS for this one as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this, and here I'm gonna say inside the h2 there is a small tag or element. So I'm gonna say font size, that is going to be 0.35 EM, And after that we need text transform, that is going to be uppercase. For the small, the design thing, we want this to be in uppercase. And later on we need font weight, and that is going to be 500. Let me save that, and let's go back onto the browser, and it's already loaded, I believe. And let me reload this. Can you see this one is in the font size is bigger, and the font size of design is not that bigger. Now we are done with this design thing, with the 01, with the h2 and the small tag. And after that we need to work with the our icon. So what I can do, I will come back here in our code. Now here before the h2 we have the icon. So instead of directly working after the h2, before h2 we have the icon. So what I can do, I will come up here, I will say card box. Instead of h2 I'm gonna say I, like this one. And after that I'm gonna do the curly brackets, and inside that what I'm gonna do, I will say position, and that is going to be absolute, not relative. So I'm gonna say position is going to be absolute, and font size, and we need to change the font size, that is going to be 4em. And after that we need the transition on this, and the transition is going to be 0.5 s. And can you see we have 0.5 s, and we need the transition delay as well. So this time transition delay is going to be I'm gonna say this is going to be 1s. Let me save this, and let's go back onto the browser. Let me reload, and there you go. Can you see we have the icon here, and the text is going behind that because of we have put the scale property here. So now what we need, the polygon icon, polygon design here. So for that purpose we have these spans and card box clip. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this, and under here we have the card box. I'm gonna use the card box class, and inside that we had the card box clip. So I'm gonna paste that here, and here we need position, that is going to be absolute. And after that I'm gonna say inset, that is going to be 20 pixel because for the inset. And after that we need the box shadow. I'm gonna say box shadow, and that is going to be 0 0 0. And after that that is going to be 10 px. And we need the color, that is going to be 0 to 0, the same one. Let me save that, and let's go back onto the browser. Okay, there you go. Can you see we have a beautiful design now? This one, can you see? Can you see the box shadow inside that inset? That's why it's in the inside. So now what we have to do, we need to work on these spans so we can create a polygon shape here. So what I can do, I will come back here, and I'm gonna copy this card clip from here, and I'm gonna paste that here. And after that we have span inside this card clip. Can you see if I hover here, it's saying card box. Inside card box we have a card box clip, and inside we have span. So you can directly call this like that as well, you don't need to do that. So you can directly do this as well. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. That depends on the scenario, the complexity of your project. So this is just a simple project, so I'm gonna go with this one as well. Or you can, if you want, you can remove this one. So it's totally completely up to you, but I'm gonna do Control Z. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write the clip path code here quickly, clip path. And I'm gonna say I want to use the polygonal method in the CSS. So I'm gonna say 0 0, and after that it's going to be 50%. And 1 second, I have missed one thing. uh, I'm gonna use this later on. There is one more thing that I have to do here, that is going to be position. I'm gonna copy this quickly from here, position absolute. And after that I need this inset needs to be 0 for now. And I need background. I need background here, that is going to be 0 to 0. Oh, I missed the hash. 0 to 0, and this one. And I need one more thing after that, the transition, and that is going to be 0.25 s. And we don't need this one here, this option. Let me cut from here, let me save that. And now what I can do, now I need to start working on this. This is done with the span, all of the span. Let's go on to the browser. Let's see. Can you see this whole span is black right now? This one, because we have done the inset to be 0 and it's whole black. That's why it's showing us like that. But we are going to apply the transition on here. So, sorry, the polygonal shape, and after that on the hover, we are going to do the things and it's going to look beautiful here. So I'm going to come back here and we have span 1, span 2, span 3. There are 3 childs of card box clip. So I'm gonna copy this from here and I'm gonna paste that here, and I'm gonna say this is going to be span, and after that colon nth child, and what we want to do with our first child. So we are gonna say here we need the clip path. Oops, I'm sorry. Clip path, and here I need to use the polygonal CSS method. That is going to be 0, 0, and after that that is going to be 50%, and then 40%, and after that I need comma, and this is going to be 100% and 0. And I need one more thing, that is going to be our transition delay. I'm going to copy this from here, and for this, the first one, the transition delay is going to be 0s. Let me save that. But there is one more thing that I need to do before moving on. That is our we need to, let me copy this, let me paste that here. So I'm gonna say let me remove this, let me show you the results for now. Right now we can't see what is happening here because we need to apply the hover effect as well, so we can see the exactly what we are doing here. So I'm gonna copy this from here and I'm gonna paste that. So we are gonna say that on the box hover, when someone is gonna do the box hover, what you have to do with our child. So the clip path is going to be the same polygonal, and we don't need any kind of transition here. I'm gonna remove this, and later on the values, we are gonna change the value. It's going to be 40%, it's going to be 0, and after that this is going to be 100%. And let me come back here. Yeah, right now it's not working, but I think we need to complete the other ones as well. So after that it's gonna start working for us. So let me duplicate this quickly, and I'm gonna paste that here. That is going to be 2. This is also gonna be the 2. Let me copy this one, and again that is going to be for the third one. This is going to be 3, 3, because we have the shapes and it's completely black. So let me save that. And now let's work on the second one. And second one is going to be, we have 0, 0, 40%. You will understand these values. I can't explain you from here because I have to show this, and I will do some modification on the front end, and you can see like what I'm doing here. So kindly bear with me like for a few seconds. Let me complete this quickly so you can see. And after that, this is going to be 50% and 50%, 100%, and after that I need, this is going to be 0%, and after that this is going to be 100%. Okay, so now we are done with the values. So child 1, child 2, and child 3. And we are also done with the hover effect as well. So let's go into the browser. So can you see we have this one? Now if I start hovering here, can you see it's opening from here first, then it's opening from here, and at the end it's opening from here, because we have put the values here, like how after how much delay it's gonna open up the full. So here, can you see we have 0 second, we have 0.25 second, and after that it's going to be 0.5 second. So let me show you from here what we are doing. Can you see this 50% Right now, can you see it's going on the right side? Can you see? Now it's getting full. Can you see this one? Like once this values increase, it's gonna fill up this as well. So this is what we are doing. Like on hover, we are making that 100%. So cover from here, from here, from here, from each corner. So it's up to you, like how you're gonna manage all of these values. Depend on your need. You can create any shape, whatever you like, and you can modify that according to this. So let me reload. So there you go. So it's loading. So right now this is one box here. So what I'm gonna do here, now our box is done. I'm gonna copy this from here. This is going to be our second one, and I'm gonna change the color of the second one. That is going to be 0EF. And after that, I need to change the icon as well. And this is going to be for code. Let me save that. And this is going to be 02. And this is going to be, instead of design, this is going to be code. Let me save that. Let me show you in the browser. So this is the one, and this is the second one. Can you see 02 and code? We need one more card, and it's up to you. Like if you need one more card or more, you can add that. And this is going to be the third one, and this is going to be for solid, for rocket. And here we are going to change the color EF3, and instead of 02, this is going to be 03. And here I'm going to say launch. I'm gonna save that, and let's go on to the browser now. So here, can you see we have these three icons here: 01, 02, and 03. And also this is mobile responsive as well. Let me show you here. Can you see this is fully mobile responsive? When you're coming onto the bigger screen, larger screen, it's perfectly fine. But when you are going onto the small screen, can you see it's splitting up now? Can you see here? There you go. These are in the three rows. We have one column. Right now we have two column and one column at the bottom, two rows, and so on. So that's it. So if you have liked my video, please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest video. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.